Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are doing well, because are having a fantastic day. This is a video that's gonna be sounding extremely disingenuous. I'm telling you, this is some trigger warning in there. So possibly if you want to skip a video, this is one of the videos that we skip. But this is a video where part two of why I love my parents, why I'm so lucky, and part one we looked at some people that might not have amazing parents, and we were asking ourselves if we're lucky, and you feel bad for them because they didn't have this family structure, right? And extremely lucky to have this parents. And I was talking about how little they helped me, and right now in the past 2 weeks my situation changed, right? I had a almost unlimited fund. Okay, well, it's Christmas, right? So Christmas is a it's the time about family and about your loved one, right? And I've been neglecting my parents for a couple of years because I was like, work is more important, content is more important, right? And I've been neglecting them. And see, it's I cried last week. I was making a video and I cried. Last week I cried because I was remembering. So we did it's stupid, but last week I was making a review, a product review on a cookie that we used to eat when I was a kid, and and that cookie made me realize how much I mistreated my father and how much I didn't care, and I mistreated my mom and how much I didn't care, and I realized that during those 3 years I trying to get close to me because I was slowly stepping away, and this song brings on the weather, teardrops upon my sweater. I cry in bed whenever I see you guys together. Fuck love, it's all a lie. I can't sleep, I'd rather die. Seeing that look in your eyes, and sucks that I'm not your guy, but so see, my parents were, and it's crazy because my parents were worried. My parents are both of a certain age. My parents are both 66, so they don't really understand. They're trying to understand. My mom, I think she understands more than my father. My father is making a breakthrough lately and understanding this social world, right? And they don't. I don't know if they get that this is my dream. I don't know if they get that this is my passion, and they saw me getting away from them to work harder. But see, again, a trigger warning. Be careful. I started working so much as a kid that I started being like, you know what, fuck work. I don't want to work because I saw how it completely enslaved my parents, and my parents realized that I was like that kind of guy. I was more of a life enjoyer than a life worker, right? I was more of a person that when I need to work, I'll work, but when I don't need to work, I won't work, which is the truth. And then they saw me with this new passion, and from one day to another, I was making content. So see, when I started making content, right, it was nuts. I think that's something that I have to mention. I think it's something that I have to specify. When I started making content, it was after work. That was shame. And then I started really falling in love with it, and I was thinking about it at work, and I was thinking about it at the more I could. I was thinking about it a lot. Every time we started doing content, and I was literally obsessed with it. I wouldn't see my father, I wouldn't see my mom. My mom, she's more used to it because we live far away, but my father was like, dude, I used to see you every single week. What's going on? And I was like, maybe I don't need to see you every single week. But I didn't give him a reason. I was just like, I need space. I need to work. So they were like, they were worried, and they were trying to keep me in their life because I'm their only son, but because maybe they were worried about me. And I realized that I treat them like shit, and I didn't mean to treat them like shit, but it doesn't matter what you meant to do. It matters how you felt. Intent is very important, but understanding of intent is not an important thing. Touch me, run away from the headlight, and sleep. We go to sleep, but I don't like. I think something's fucking wrong with me. Drown myself in alcohol. This shit never helps at all. That's some stupid shit. I've been living silent on this other side for way too long. I can think there's something wrong. I can tell there's something wrong, but just my life. Wanted, but I am not hiding in California. Because these hills have heights. Paranoia. Hurt myself sometimes. Is that too scary for ya? And see, my parents were there for me, and they were always there for me, and I was always thankful for that. And there's a time not too long ago, about 4 months ago, when I told my father, "Look, you're taking too much. You're demanding too much." And my father was like, "Oh." It's complicated. My mom, she's more hyper aware. She's more hyper aware of this is my emotion, and my mom is one of those amazing people that doesn't need to understand why am I feeling this way to say, okay, well, if you're feeling this way, I respect it. My father is very demanding. Was like, I want you to find a job, and he was constantly pushing me. And he was like, fuck doing videos, you need to find work. And I was understanding that, but it was also, hey, let's see each other every single week for 4. Yesterday, I went to my father's house, and I had an amazing time, but I came in at 3:30 and I left at 9 o'clock. I didn't have that time. But my father, and I'm gonna be an asshole if I don't go. I'm supposed to go there Friday already. I'm not even gone, and they're telling me about we want to see you again. And so I'm like, okay, but you see, it doesn't really matter because they're actively out there to help me. They're actively out there to say, hey, we want to see you, and it's important that we see you. And if anything, that is something that is extremely, if anything, that's something that is extremely important to me. It's one thing to understand that my parents are here to help. It's one thing to actually be there. In the last 3 weeks, my life completely changed. I found a job, right, and I think I had unlimited funds. Because of the government, because I worked and I was aware, I was allowed to have an allowance between 2 jobs because I worked a lot. So that I had unlimited money, and then I had a job. So because I had a job, this money stopped coming in. But that job was not a serious one. They promised me more hours. They didn't give me more hours. They promised me that there was a stable environment. There wasn't a stable environment. Maybe I'm to blame for what happened, but I don't know. So then it didn't plan out, and then I was like, holy shit, I need to find a job. But now nobody's hiring. So I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? So now with Christmas, and it's not the fact that it's easy to say. It's easy to see people that are going to be there for you if something happens. Oh, these people are there for me. These people are there no matter what happened. But then when you actually need some help, I realized my parents were there, and I'm extremely grateful for that. My mom was imposing her help upon me. My father was trying to be helpful and trying to be worried about me. But the whole thing is the whole thing is so important. The whole thing is in multiple positions. It's like. See, I made mistakes, and I think making mistake is human, but having a place to fall back on, having a safety net, and I refer to a safety net as a lot of things lately, but I've been free falling for so long that a safety net being there, even if I'm still free falling, it's still something that is, Maman, it's still something that is incredibly important to me, and having parents that are there for you, I think, is important. Having a support system, and am I saying that a support system has to be your parents? No, it could be your friend, right? But I'm in a position where my support system is my parents, and even though I'm 31 years old, they're still there for me. And although I don't necessarily need them, but I'm grateful that they're there, but I don't need them. The fact that they're still here for me, I'm like, holy shit, this means a lot, because once again, you don't have to do shit. It's one thing to do something because you have to do it. The other thing to do something because you don't have to do it. Now you could tell me, oh, Ink, it depends on how you see things, and I totally agree. But ultimately speaking, you have to understand that no matter what, there is gonna be people in your life that are gonna be, you're gonna take out friends or are not gonna be friends. I have a certain support system, and you see, it was to a certain degree where I was creating content so much that my support system was also content creator, because I was like, they're in the same position, they understand, and then that the support system was not a support system at all, and like, holy shit, now I'm left alone. I gave up real friendship for internet friendship for content creator because I thought it was something to do, and then I gave up on real friendship, and those friendship would have helped me, So having parents that are there no matter what, and I know this sound like me kissing ass, but I've been a dick to my parents. I've been a dick when I was a kid. I was a dick when I was a teenager. I've been a dick lately to my parents, to both my parents, and I did things that they didn't necessarily deserved. And because I did things that they don't necessarily deserve, you could understand why certain people act a certain type of way. But the fact that they're still here, they're still standing by your side is actually super rewarding, because it isn't a position of no matter what I'm fucking gonna do, they're gonna be there. It's a situation of, wow, after all I've done, they're still here for me. See, I was listening to a rock short. a Rock short, the Rock Dwayne Johnson short, and it was saying one day or day one, and it was crazy because it was the same. It was the same two words, but the wow, holy shit, holy shit. We got Tuka and we got Jason. Holy, that is so good. That is so good, and it's from the shitty draw place. From not from the increased draw place. That was amazing. So let's upgrade those two right away. Wow, that's so good. This then this could be real, the fiction. And both of my characters are the top 5. I cry out for help, do they listen? Wow, look at this. Why do I have so many of them? I'm fine, but I'm lying. I just don't want you to worry. This is the part where I take all my praying and hide them. Nobody want nobody to hurt me. I can't breathe. I'm feeling for the exile. There's my pain and a pain and a wishing well. Still no love, but oh well. I'm gonna fail. Chest still chin like an anthill. Just like an anthill. Drug killing me softly like hell. Sometimes I don't know how to fail. Sometimes I don't know how to fail. Let's be for real. If it wasn't for the pills, I wouldn't be here. But if I keep taking those pills, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I just told y'all my secret. Yeah, tearing me to pieces. I really underneath them. I started taking the drug, but now the drug take me. This is the part where I tell you I'm fine, but I'm lying. I just don't want you to worry. This is the part where I take all my feelings and hide them. Nobody want nobody to hurt me. I can't breathe. I'm feeling for the exile. No more pain and a wishing well. Still no love, but oh well. No, this I know I'm gon' fail. Shines like a shining like an hand L. Cushy like a doctor like an ant L. Just killing me softly like hell. Sometimes I don't know how to fail. Sorry about this, guys. We're taking a little break from filming because we have shit to do. This is life of the content creator, right? And I feel bad because I do make it sound like, oh, well, my parents, there's a chance that they wouldn't be, and I knew they were going to be there, but the fact that it's confirmed that they're here is very important to me. It's very meaningful to me. See, it's when shit hit the fan that you see who's there for you. It's when shit hit the fan that you see who's not there for you. And I can find, let's see, dans la rue. Oh, sad. J'ai vu. J'étais dans la rue. Je suis autour de pas à terre. Le stade où je dirais que je suis stable. Car ton tact. Pas à terre. Le stade. So yeah, so thank you for my parents and thank you for giving me a support system. See, it's one thing. I even as a kid, I was talking about me and my father's relationship, how it was more factual than I was more in my mind, right? I was also talking about my mom relationship, and I was mad at my mom a lot of time because my mom she always needed to get out. She always needed to have a party. And I never understood why. And then you realize that the reason why she did that was because my stepfather was always gone during the week, and it was always gone during the week, so the whole week should stand alone. And the weekend, she knew that other people were off, so they'll say, okay, well, are we going to see? Because I haven't seen people for the whole week, and I would have wished that she would have stand with me, but I did not want to stand with her. I was playing games. I was talking about video games. I was talking about fucking anime, which she didn't understand. And I would spend entire weekend in my room, and I was like, why aren't you staying with us? But I wasn't staying with her, you know. I was in my own space, and she was in her own space, and I didn't think about it. See, they got a dog because she was so lonely, right? And I remember the moment where we got a dog. I was mad because she called me and she's like, hey, my friend got a dog, what kind of name do you like, right? And then she came in and she had a dog, and I was mad because she lied to me, but she wanted to keep it a surprise, and she got the dog because she felt lonely, right? I was addicted to my parents, and They didn't deserve that. Now, do I have the perfect parents? No, of course not. But do I have great parents? And I do. And yeah, I regret a lot of the way that I acted. And if I could change shit, I would. But it's oh, it's one thing to say if I could change thing, I would. Another thing to do it. It's one thing to say I got your back, but I don't, and actually saying no, you need me, I'm there, right? So it's two things. So thank you, my parents. I love you guys. Thank you so much for forgiving me. Thank you so much for enduring me. Thank you so much for dealing with me. I know I'm not easy to deal with, and I'm eternally grateful for you. And turn it up and show it attention. Your bummer anthem. Turn it up and show it.